Hello YouTube, it's Alejandro, and as I promised before, I'm going to be doing another Transformers review. This time I'm going to be doing a review over the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Sideswipe figure. And as I've always done up to now, I will quickly show off a quick look at the packaging that the toy comes in. Now for the quick look at the box, here you got your Robots in Disguise logo, a really cool, nice animated artwork picture of Sideswipe from the show. Says Transformers there, Hasbro, recommended age 6 and up, a product shot of Sideswipe's vehicle mode, says his name right there, Autobot logo, another of the same picture, Sideswipe, Autobot logo, empty through this side. On the bottom you got a barcode, warning stuff, advertisement for the other figures being Bumblebee, Optimus, and Jazz. And as for the back, you got a picture of Sideswipe's robot mode. Its vehicle mode says that it transforms in 10 steps on the back of the packaging, and that if you have the app, you can scan the sticker of the figure and unlock cool stuff in the app. Authentic Transformer logo, Hasbro, and other stuff. So that's it for the box. Okay, now finally on to the figure itself. Now, this is Sideswipe's vehicle mode. It has a nice metal flake finish to it, which is really nice. And yeah, it's got wheels. And now I'm not honestly sure what the vehicle mode is supposed to be. I think it's a Ferrari. I don't know. I'm not an expert on cars. I don't know my cars. But yeah, it's red, and I'm not sure how well it's picking it up on camera, but it's actually two different kinds of red. I mean, you got this light red right here for the doors, and like right here for the hood and stuff. Then you got this darker red here, here, here. So yeah, that's different kinds of reds. And looking onto the detail, so you got the wheel with some molded bits in there, but there's no paint on the wheels. It'd be nice if they had some of that painted blue, like on the show. That's the other wheel right there. It's got molded in door handles right there. And the windows are done in translucentish, dark plastic. You can still kind of see all the junk in there, because it's sort of see-through. And then you got this piece on the back with some molded detail. It's all black. No paint. And on the back you got this piece. Don't know what that's called. Got lots of molded detail on there, like the headlights, pipes, and other such things. And throughout the figure you have like all these sort of Japanese symbols. I mean, you got one right there. You have one right here. And you even got one in robot mode. I don't know what any of them mean, but they are on the show, so that's accurate. So I'll give them points for that. And you got the windshields. Well, not windshields, the mirrors. Front mirrors right there. There's the Autobot sticker logo. Feel free to scan if you want. I already scanned it into the game earlier. So here's the front hood grill thing. It's done in black, has some molded detail. It's got some molded detail right here and there. And as you can see for the headlights, it's done in a nice shiny blue. And yeah. And as for rolling, the figure rolls fairly well. I mean, not too good, but it rolls. I mean, yeah. And really quick on the bottom of the figure, you'll notice a lot of kibble. I mean, you got the feet, got the chest, the head's not even hidden at all. The obvious arms right there. So yeah, from the bottom it's totally exposed, but from the top it's actually pretty decent. It's got a really cool design. And really quick to note off, the figure does come with a weapon, a black sword. The only real molded detail would be on the handle bit. It's like the only real molded detail. The rest of it is just simple, really. And there is storage for it in vehicle mode. As you can see, there are these two tabs, front, back, that go into this groove or notch or whatever you want to call it. Just plugs in like that, and you got storage for it. Now, it can be like this, or if you don't like it that side, you can do it the other side. And same by trying it on backwards. Whatever works best for you. So yeah, there is storage for that. And now for a really quick comparison, here it is the Warrior Class Sideswipe next to the Warrior Grimlock figure. As you can see, a lot smaller. And also for quick comparison, here it is next to the Minicon Deployer Overload. So yeah, quick comparison, about the same heights. But for width, yeah, it doesn't compete. So that's about what you get for the comparisons. Now moving on to the transformation. I like the figure, honestly. I mean, I think it's okay. Now onto the transformation. Don't think I really missed anything. Anyway, so here you take these pieces right here, which are hooked over the black piece. The red piece over there is hooked over the black piece. And to fix that, you just gotta start untabbing stuff like from right here. Untab from right here. I think it's best doing it this method. There we go. I think the best way to do this would be to move this piece, which is on a hinge, back. And as you can see, this piece now is unhooked from up there. You just pull it out. Do the same for the other one. Pull it out. Take this windshield piece right here, which is on a hinge. Move it back like so. Then you get the rest of this. Starting off with the arms. Now, what you do is you take this piece right here. Now you're going to want to hold on to the arm when doing this or else stuff's going to start moving. Now you take this piece and actually rotate it, the red piece. Rotate it. You have to rotate it like so, inward. And you get this. And do the same for the other arm. And you take this piece right here, which is supposed to go up, and I'm going to go over that really quick in a minute. Now you split the legs. And what you're supposed to do is that you're supposed to, the foot is on two separate pieces, this inward piece and this outward piece. What you do is you hold into the inward piece and slowly turn the outward piece outwards. And while doing that, you take the black piece and it slowly pops out with it also. So you get the foot done, and do the same to the other side. There we go. And that's about it for Sideswipe's transformation. Now, the last step is that you're supposed to take this piece and flip it up, making the chest. So how it's supposed to work is that there is these two hook pieces right here on the chest that connect into these two pegs right here. And on the arms, there are these two pegs right here. Let me just adjust the camera so you can see better. Two pegs right there. They're supposed to connect into these holes right here. But the connection is not secure. You can line it up to the chest, but it won't plug in that well to the arms. So as an end result, the arms don't really stay that well stuck inward. Now the right arm on mine is a little better. I mean, the left arm is a little better than the right arm, but you do still have that problem. So yeah, the arms are a bit of a problem on this figure. I honestly don't really mind it, especially since I got mine for a pretty good deal, honestly. I mean, I kind of knew about the problems of the figure ahead of time, but I needed a Sideswipe for my collection, so I jumped on it when I saw the offer available. It was like only $5 on Amazon. It was like $5.90 something. I mean, when I saw it going for that cheap a price, I just jumped at it. And now looking at the detail. Now, as you can see in the transformed mode, robot mode, there is some revealed blue paint right here. There's some blue paint right there, here. Got some detail on the skirt piece thing. And another one of those Chinese symbols right here. I can just adjust yeah, right there. And the eyes are done in a nice blue with a molded in smirk face. If I can just fix my camera. There we go. So yeah, and it does seem to have light piping, but it doesn't really work. And you got the wheels that become like the shoulders right here, but again, it would be nice if it had that painted blue ring, like in the picture of the animation from the packaging. That would have been nice. And you got some gray paint right here on the legs. And on the inward thighs, you got some molded detail right there and there. And on the arms, here is what they look like, the hands. You got one finger out here and the rest of the hands right there. Same for both of them. And here's the toe. They're pretty big. But he keeps his balance. And because of the transformation, he ends up having a big backpack. And that also makes the sticker go on his back also. So there's no Autobots logo on his front of the chest or anything. And now for the sword weapon, there are two possible places to put it, at least from what I've learned. Okay, so you take the sword, and if you'll notice right here, behind the head, there's like a little hole right there between the neck and a number 2. So you just take the sword and you slide it in there. And you get sort of a swordsman look right there with Sideswipe, with him just holding his sword sticking out from right there. Not sure if it's intended storage, but it is an option. But how you're supposed to mainly store the sword is within one of his hands. You just take the handle, slide it in within the thumb area, and it holds securely. Now, moving into the articulation of this figure, despite the fact that its arms are limited, it can go inward this much. Unfortunately, the arms cannot do a full 360. They can go outward, and they can go up and down, but like only up to a full 180, I think. They can't really go full 360, unfortunately, but they do have some outward and inward movements. And the shoulders are really starting to bug me. And as for this right here, as for the arm itself, it's on a ball joint, so you got full rotation of that. Up, down movements, some wiggles. And the head also does move on a full 360. I believe it is on a ball joint, I could be wrong. And yeah, it also has wiggles a little, so yeah, you have a little bit of wiggle room. And for the legs, if I can get the arms out of the way, the legs go forward full 90. They can go back a full 90 degrees. They can go outward, inward, and you also have some movement on the toe however you want to adjust that. And yeah, the figure. It's not the best one, but it's simple, it's plain, and considering the price I got it for, it's okay. I mean, if you've already seen other reviews for this figure, you probably already heard all this stuff before, but for what the figure is, it's okay. It's not good, it's not the best. I mean, it has some redeeming qualities, in my opinion. I mean, it's not a good figure, but it's not completely horrible either. I mean, it has some redeeming qualities, but not completely redeeming that makes it not suck. I mean, the main problem would have to be the chest thing. But yeah, for the most part, it's an okay figure. And I did get it for a really good price, so I do not regret it a thing. I mean, only $5. No matter how bad the figure may be because of some small problems, it has to be good because of the price, and it was. And now, quickly finishing off the video to show some robot mode comparisons, here I will now bring in the other figures. Now here are, for comparison, I have Sideswipe alongside Minicon Deployer Overload. Sideswipe is, again, not the biggest figure. He's slightly shorter than Overload. Even if you're not counting the mohawk, he's about a hair shorter. And he's definitely not as wide. And also, for quick comparison, here it is with the Warrior Class Grimlock figure. They scale pretty well. Although Grimlock is at least a lot bigger than Sideswipe on the show, the figure's still decently enough. It's about as big, if not bigger, than Grimlock at the head. And about as wide. But yeah, this figure scales pretty well for a warrior class figure. It's not the best, but it's okay for what it is. So yeah, this has been my review for the figure. Now, how do I recommend this to you? Well, like I said before, it has some redeeming qualities, even though it has some bad qualities. Now, as to whether or not I recommend this as a good figure, well, I can't really recommend it. It depends on you, really. If this video was helpful and whether or not you want to buy this figure, then you're welcome. I'm happy I could help. But if not, well, I'm sorry, but this figure isn't perfect. It's not completely bad, but it's not completely good either. Although, if you want a decent figure for a rangeable price, I mean, the $5 price I paid for it on Amazon has probably gone up a few bucks by now, but yeah, if you want to buy your own Sideswipe figure, I will leave a link in the description to Amazon where I got mine. So yeah, if you're interested in that, that is down there for you to look at. But yeah, this has been my review over the Transformers Robots in Disguise Warrior Class Sideswipe figure, and I hope you'd enjoyed it, and that's pretty much about it. So yeah. Oh yeah, and really quick thing, there's also a little bit of blue on the foot right there. I'm not sure if that's important, but yeah, there's also that. And yeah, this has been my review over the Warrior Class Sideswipe. Hope you enjoyed, and if you want to see my reviews for my other figures, such as Overload and Grimlock, I already have a Transformers playlist, so check that out for all my other Transformer reviews if you're specifically interested in that. And remember to share with your friends, subscribe, thumbs up, really helps out the channel, and I will bring out more stuff as I can. So yeah, I'm going to try to do some gaming after this. And as for when I'll be able to get more new figures, well, I don't know. Hopefully soon, because I'm kind of honestly out of figures to review. I got this one in the mail like about a week or two ago, but as I mentioned in my previous videos, because I've been visiting my mom and stuff, I haven't had time to open it. But yeah, I have now, so yeah. Thank you for watching, yada yada yada. Subscribe, thumbs up, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.